to your audience, dealing and spreading the cards might seem like it's nothing really special at all. But in card magic, every movement is a chance to build trust or suspicion. Most beginners focus on flashy moves, but they forget the way that you deal a card or you spread them between your hands can make or break the illusion. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to deal the cards face down like a magician and how to spread the cards smoothly in your hands without looking stiff or clumsy. And these are two things that may seem simple, but if your handling looks off, even the strongest trick can fall apart. So let's clean it up. Let's build some technique that looks natural, feels confident, and earns trust. Let's go through and I'll show you really quick what it looks like. And first we're going to deal the cards here face down onto the table. Okay, so that's what it would look like to the audience as if we're normally doing the deal. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to spread the cards here. We're just going to spread them out here, and you can do it face down or you could do it face up. Okay. And this is, brings up a common question here. Everything that we did looks ordinary, but these subtle actions might reinforce the illusion of fairness or control. But your question might be is, why does something this simple matter so much in magic? And it's because spectators are going to judge your honesty through your card handling skills and your ability to appear casual even when you're in full control of that deck. So that's kind of why we're trying to make it look so plain and why it really matters so much. Now let's break this down. This is going to be the secret behind the deal, and then here's how we actually do it. It's actually pretty easy. You hold the deck in your mechanics grip here. Our pinky's going to be here so the cards don't slide. I always put the pinky behind here. And all we're going to do is use our thumb to push off that card. We're going to receive the card between our thumb and index finger, or you can go thumb and middle finger. It does not matter, whatever's best for you. And all we're going to do is we're going to slide it over, and we're going to try to keep that as quiet as we can. You don't want to do a snapping sound, So it's feed with one hand, slide it over. Feed with one hand, slide over. Now we can put it on top of the deck. And you can also do this, practice doing it without looking. So you're just going to slide the cards over and just slide them over. And it should be a nice, even rhythmic type thing. Speed will come the more that you actually practice doing this. And if you look what I'm doing now, and I just want to point this out, is I'm taking this card, pushing it, but it's sliding right in over my middle finger, so that way it's going to guide it right into this hand here. So my hand here is preventing the cards from sliding around, okay? Sliding around, but if I push on it, it's going to pop over that finger into my other hand here, okay? You can either push off the side or you can push it on an angle upwards. Okay, big thing when you're doing this, so make sure that you're not flashing the cards to the audience. So you don't want to do it like this. Okay, you want to keep the tip, the bottom or the outer right corner face down so that we can block the view of anything going on. Okay, so that's kind of a question that a person might have. How can I accidentally stop flashing that second card when I deal? Make sure that usually if you're pulling too fast or lifting too high, that's usually when the cards flash. Okay, stay low, stay smooth, and make sure that you're gripping only the top card. You're not dragging pressure on from below here. Okay, pro tip might be keeping light pressure on the outer edge with your thumb. With your left thumb, light pressure. That's always going to be the square of the deck after every 3 to 4 cards. This is something you can do. So you can go, 1, 2, 3, square, 1, 2, 3, square, 1, 2, 3, 4, square. Okay, so you kind of get the idea here. And we're going to angle our body slightly forward as well, so that way the cards are dealt towards the audience, and that's going to help reinforce fairness in that. Okay, the second technique is spreading the cards now. We're going to start with the cards in the left-hand dealer grip here, and all we're going to do is we're going to take our right hand and we're going to mirror the same image of what we're doing on the left side, okay? I'm also going to take my pinky, put it underneath the cards here, so when I slide it over, if you look, both of my pinkies are at the bottom of the deck. And we're just going to use our left thumb to push over 10 to 12 cards, 6 to 10, you know, somewhere in that area, okay? Once I have them spread out, what we're going to do is we're going to accept the cards between our index finger and our thumb, and we're just going to push them straight back in to the left thumb, and then we'll come out and do another 10 or so cards, push it back in, do another 10 cards, push it back in, okay? And that's how we're going to spread the cards so they look comfortable, rhythmic, and it's going to look fresh, and it's going to look like you're not doing anything out of the ordinary, okay? And this is an important technique to get down, especially when we do the spread call, which is a technique coming up pretty shortly, where I'll show you how to call a card, you know, to the bottom of the deck. Common questions. You know, why do my spreads keep falling apart or clumping together? And it's usually because you have too much pressure or uneven thumb pressure in that. So slow it down, keep the hand soft, you know, get a nice rhythm going. And it kind of looks like an accordion when you do this. So, and I'm just kind of going up and down with the motion, but it's just boom. Okay, using the thumb, and my thumb is constantly pushing here until I push it back, and then push, push, okay? And I'm almost, when I'm doing this, I'm almost taking my fingers on the back side here and pulling the cards with me. So let's do it this way so you can see that. So I'm pushing in, and I'm just rotating there. See how I'm pulling that group of cards with me as I'm pushing it across. Okay, one more time from this top side here. Slide in, my thumb stops it from sliding any further. Accept it, boom. Okay. You know, what's the easiest way to learn consistent thumb pressure when spreading? Make sure you use smaller packets, you know, packets of cards. Maybe start with 6 to 8 cards to start off with, and then do it that way. And then as you get going, you can do larger packets of cards. Okay. Another important question you might have is, how can I make my dealing and spreading look more casual and more natural? Make sure you record yourself. Use your phone to record what you're doing, and that way you can kind of review that and try to make small changes in what you're doing to make it look smooth and natural. And again, with practice comes that natural, smooth actions if you practice correctly. Bonus insight, you know, a confident spread sets up card selections, glimpses, culls, and controls, all while reinforcing your credibility as a magician. Looking at our practice routine here, again, we're looking at 1 to 3 practice sessions a day. We're going to start off with our overhand shuffle for 5 sets. Okay, and then we're going to go top to bottom. Oops, let's do this once, I'm sorry. We're going to go, and then we're going to go top card to the bottom, option number 1, bring it back to the top, and we'll go with option number 2, where we're going to thumb break, and then bring it back to the top. Okay, and then we're going to go with the overhand shuffle control. We got 5 sets of those. Remember, there was a couple different things we did. We did the 1, 2, 3, in jog, shuffle off, and then bring it back up to the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, in jog, and back at the top to restore that order of the cards. And then option number 2 was just to pull the top cards off. Actually, that's option number 1. The first one I showed you was option number 2. Coming in, pulling that top stock off, in jog, overhand shuffle, undercut, and throw back on top. So that's the second option for overhand stock control. And we had the 2, 5, and 10 bottom card control, which is we did in the last video. Make sure that you check that out if you want to figure out how to do that. We got 5 sets of those. And then we're going to deal 10 cards in a row, keeping that motion flat, quiet, consistent. And then we'll spread 3 packets of cards. Okay. So you can do that type of stuff. Remember, practice for relaxed movements, practice for consistent grips, practice for natural rhythms. These are not flashy slides that we're doing here in this video, but they are the foundation for almost everything else that is going to be a sleight of hand. So make sure that you get this down. In Magic, it's often the simplest moves that carry the most weight. Mastering how you deal and how you spread the cards doesn't just make you look like a magician, it makes your audience feel like everything's fair, even when it's not. Ready to go further? Tap on that screen on the right hand side there to learn how to control key cards during the overhand shuffle and without anybody suspecting a thing. Hey, remember, my name is Joe and this is our card magic journey. Let's make it yours too.